セガタゲームチャートスチーム度満点
Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. When it rains, it pours, as they say. So we received an update for the Sega Saturn Core on the 10th of January 2024, and it is now the 13th of January 2024, and we've received another update. So just having a look at the release notes, it says, okay, so it's not a massive update, but I've got the notes from the Discord, which I guess is from SRG 320, but a rework of DD-ROM controller to speed up writing in critical game code, and in brackets Sega Rally Championship 2 player battle. Okay, I don't have another player with me, so I may not be able to test that, but absolutely awesome news, guys. Like, you know, wow, this is what happens sometimes with a Saturn Core. You don't hear from SRG for a while. You hear from him, you're glad he's doing well, and you're glad you get an update, and then after that you get another update after. So I want to send a massive thank you out to Lord Dot for actually pinging me over on my Discord. I then went over to the MiSTer FPGA Discord, went over to like the Saturn Core. Oh, I'm colorblind. What colors kind of look best to me? These ones maybe. Okay, let's go these ones here, right? So okay, so I went over to the Sega Saturn channel within the MiSTer FPGA server, and a big shout out to Zet Sensei, because whenever a new core comes out, he's always talking about it. And this is one of the games they were talking about. Apparently maybe something with the backgrounds or the reflections. I'm sorry guys, I don't really do my homework, right? But that's the kind of channel I am. I'm barely organized. Someone on the channel, I think it was SNK Kev, he was calling me a Mr. Expert. I was like, dude, I'm not an expert. Literally, I wing it. And that's why I say, you know, I say chicken wing a lot, right? I don't actually know how to play this game, but I imagine, do I match it up and they disappear? I've got no idea, right? Let's see. Does a sword go there? But guys, this is one of the games that guys were talking about over on the Discord. If this is one of the games you like and you're noticing anything on there, then maybe you're noticing some stuff. So just to point out, I am running this on my single SD-RAM unit, and my RAM is 2.8. I remember when I got this like a year and a bit ago, that was the latest version available, and that's what we got. Okay, so I don't know how to play this game, but this is one of the games the guys mentioned. Let's look at some other games now, and some of the games again I've kind of dropped into the Discord, and I apologize guys if I don't talk enough on there. Sometimes I don't have time. I just simply don't have the time to like go and get into chat. It will take away time from me actually making a video. In fact, I was just in a DM conversation with someone over on the Discord, and I've just had to leave it. So I'll get back to that after doing this video. But I do like to drop by. So props to all you guys, you know, like absolutely amazing guys on the MiSTer FPGA Discord. Always like to send a shout out to Robbie. Also, you get like Video Game Esoterica on there. A whole bunch of nice guys. But Zet Sensei, he's always very quick with what's coming out. Also a big shout out to Mario. So what game we're looking at here? Dead or Alive? Okay, I think it was Dead or Alive. Yeah, sorry, I've had a long day at work, man. I'm working a lot these days, guys. I'm working. They're getting more than their money's worth out of me. My employers are definitely getting more than the money's worth. So Dead or Alive, man. Like who doesn't like Dead or Alive? This is a fairly simple but a complex fighter at the same side. Where is my boy Hayabusa? Let's go Hayabusa. Guys, this is really good. It's like, what is it? Attack, grab, and like a counter. And it's like rock, paper, scissors, right? It's all about mix-ups, tap, mix-up. Okay, so this is, again, one of the ones on the Discord. So I don't want to say stuff and take credit saying that I know about this. I've dropped into the Discord and they're talking about games. I weren't reading in depth exactly what the difference is or what the improvements are, but Dead or Alive is one of the games that the guys mentioned in there. So yeah, this kind of looks all right to me. Now, I've played some of the later Dead or Alives. Who remembers? Was it the one on the Dreamcast where when you add your age to 99, it makes certain bits of the human anatomy bigger and bouncier? If you know what it is, you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you can probably guess what it is. And yeah, man, I'm kind of enjoying doing these videos, these kind of on-the-fly videos, man. And talking about Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive on the 3DS was really good, and it had online play, man. It was really good. So yeah, I'm going to flick through a few games, and I'm going to talk my fingers I normally do. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. Everything is just unscripted as my normal way. Astal, something that was it. Astal. Here we go. Astal. Or was it Astra Superstars? Right. Let's do Astal. I think someone mentioned that on my last video, saying what does it work like on with the 4 megabyte RAM, you know, using that off the menu, which I have got turned on. I've got 4 MB RAM. I've got a 4 MB RAM in there. Now, I think they might have wanted to see that on my dual RAM setup. I'm using the single one. It was easier, and most of you guys have got a single RAM setup. When I do get a bit more time, and hopefully we'll get some more significant updates from SRG 320, and when we do, maybe I can do like a dual, you know, a dual RAM and a single RAM kind of comparison video. I wonder if there's a way I can, oh, it's difficult. I can't have both my units on because I've only got one capture card. But man, if I had like, I don't know, if I had like 2 capture cards, what would be awesome is if I could run all the stuff simultaneously. It would just take away all the, you know, filming the single RAM ones, filming the dual RAM one, and then kind of doing the editing stuff. If I could run them simultaneously, I could do a video of this style where I've got them running side by side exactly at the same time, a couple of controllers in there. Maybe I'm going to have to work, I want to get a second capture card, because if you're a regular in the channel, I end up talking a little bit about personal life as well. I built the boys a desk in like a corner, a part that's under the stairs in the front room, but they've got an extra monitor there that they can use. So what the plan is so I don't disturb my wife, I can actually like live stream and do some work in the front room, which is going to be interesting. But until I get a capture card, anything I stream there at least will only be like PC stuff, right? So if I'm doing like, I don't know, if I'm doing like a Z Vita, it beats the rage, but you know the fan games where it's got like Mortal Kombat, Defenders of the Realm, some Street Fighter ones, or Street Fighter LNS, or anything else, or random arcade games, you know, I can do it. I've got a desk there now. The boys are kind enough to let me use it. Really nice of them. It is their desk. I did ask them for permission, and I've got a tiny little laptop, like a GPD Win Max 2, which is only like 10 inches in size. So that's fantastic to kind of move around. But yeah, this seems to be running well. Now some of these games may crash at a later, you know, maybe later on during the game, but hey man, everything's looking good right now. And this is another 2D game that when I looked at it, I just fell in love with it. It looks absolutely fantastic. It reminds me a little bit of the Vanillaware games, and whenever I quote stuff, it's really interesting because sometimes you guys tell me in the comments that, you know what, the developers that worked on this were Vanillaware developers, or they were working you know, for the company that I mentioned, because I'm just doing it based on similarities or the art style that I'm seeing. I'm not saying it's Vanillaware. I'm not really saying anything here, to be honest. But okay, let's beat up these guys. Did they whack me out? They whacked me out. Right, I'm talking, not paying attention. Let's move on to the next game. I'm speaking so fast, I'm getting out of breath. Right, okay, what I want to see here is I want to run X-Men versus Street Fighter, right? Because this one crashed. This one crashed when the game started. So I want to see if I know Sega Rally 2 was the game that was mentioned, the 2-player battle mode specifically, but I want to see if this gets past that part, because, you know, it was only 3 days ago. So I know I always, oops, sorry, no, I need to do a reset, isn't it? So I know I say my memory's bad, but I do remember X-Men versus Street Fighter crashing on there. Marvel Superhero Street Fighter was the one that worked for me, right? That was the one that worked. But yeah, X-Men versus SF, it didn't work. So it'll be interesting to see if we can start this. Is it going to work, or am I, oh, okay, I was going to say, am I stuck with a black screen? I was being patient there. Right, absolutely love that. I don't know, I really like that now loading font. I want to try and find that font. It's really interesting on the internet. You can find like a whole bunch of fonts, man. Really like the Super Mario World font, but the font that I have, you have to change the colors manually. I'd love it if it just gave me like a random sequence of colors. Right, hopefully the volume won't bust your ears, and that is an iconic handshake, man. Ryu and Cyclops, that's art to me, guys. I mean, my wife would object, but I'd love to get that portrait in my front room. And let's go with the same characters, the same button. I'm pressing right click to pick them. So I've gone for Chun-Li and Storm. Okay, I think I went normal because I was spamming the buttons when I did it last time. Now, oh yeah, let's see. Was this the one that crashed? Yeah, this is the one that crashed. Yeah, and it still crashes. Right, okay. Let's do another game. So, okay, let's try Guardian Heroes now. Right, okay. I should have Guardian Heroes. Oh, Guardian Force is a great game, guys. That's that shmup with a tank that I discovered the last time I did a Saturn video. And guys, I absolutely loved that. I thought it was fantastic. If you haven't checked that out and you like shmups, try it out. You're a tank, you can rotate your turret, you've got a shot that fires up all the time. It's just a game that when you when you play it, it just feels right. Everything about it feels right. Okay, versus. Ooh, okay, let's go story, because versus might be 2-player. Ooh, Hun, Randy, Ginjiro, Nicole. Okay, I'm gonna go Randy, because look, it's got like a little Pikachu there. I know that's not Pikachu, but like a little pet on Randy's shoulder. Right. Okay. Stage 1 Awakening. Yes. Oh wow, this looks really good. You know what? Was this something that was working before? I don't know. Maybe I tested it a while ago and it was working to some extent, but I like the graphics for this, man. Very, very nice. Okay, let's try and get into the game. Hopefully it's an action game. Apologies again, guys. Like, I don't know everything about every Saturn game. Oh no, this is that. Is this like a scrolling beat 'em up? Is that what it is? I guess I'll find out soon. But wow, this just looks really good. Come on, more action. Let's talk, guys. Or let's talk more action. What's the right way of saying it? Oh man, I picked this guy. I hope I was going to be the big guy there. Okay, so it's a side scroller. We better escape. Okay. Okay, gone out there. Okay, my character doesn't look that cool. It might have the coolest name in there, Randy, but yeah, they didn't look super awesome. Let's have a look. What am I doing here now? Wow, guys, this game looks really, really good. This is, well, this must be one of the best games on the system, right? I've definitely heard the name before, but wow. I mean, it looks great. Like, love it. 2D games like this just age so well. Right. Come on. You can hear my... Oh, okay. Is there a jump button? Okay, very, very interesting. And this is working well, right? I don't know. I don't know if this worked before. Maybe I tried it before in a very, very earlier build where it didn't work, because honestly, I don't recall playing this. And I feel that this is the type of game that I would remember. I'm sure there's more to it. Oh, okay, up his jump, right? Street Fighter style. Wow. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, look, guys, this is interesting for you all out there that like Guardian Heroes. It's working well, and I think this is a game worth revisiting. Maybe I'll do like a live stream where we can do like longer play sessions of specific stuff. This is definitely something I'd like to check a little bit more. Okay, so let's try some of the Sega Ages stuff now, and because I like the Sega Ages stuff. So Outrun worked, Power Drift worked. Okay, okay, cool, right. Okay, so let's go Outrun again and have a look at it. I've got 2 versions of it. Is one of them just a copy? What's the difference? Okay, let's go revision A. I don't know what the differences are in them. Someone actually left a comment on one of my videos saying I should do a comparison video of Outrun running at 30 FPS and Outrun running at 60 FPS. I asked like which versions run at 30, which runs at 60, and he said that there's a way to unlock like a 60 FPM mode, 60 frames per second, 60 FPS mode on Outrun, which kind of is indicating to me that does it start at 30 first, and then there's 30 FPS first, and then it's always got to be this one, right? Does it start at 30 FPS and then you unlock 60 FPS? Don't make sense. All right, okay, cool. Guys, this feels good, you know. I mean, I don't know how accurate it is to the arcade version, but honestly, like playing this, yeah, man, it feels good. And oh man, the sounds, because I'm doing this as a one-off thing, I'm kind of looking at the sound, and hopefully you guys are getting magical sound showered right now, because this really is one of the best gaming soundtracks out there. And just on another little note, I've started using like soundtracks on my weekly news video. Very, very low, very, very subtle. In the episode released earlier today, let me know what you guys think, or if you can recognize, you know, where that soundtrack is from. It's very, very distinct. It might be like a little twist on it, or a little alternative version of a popular soundtrack. But I'm gonna use different soundtracks, and I think the Outrun soundtrack, this one, Magical Sound Shower, has to be out there one day. Okay, this is running good. So let's have a look at some games. What else have we got here? Let's see what takes. Okay, so we know Castlevania ran well yesterday. Baku Baku was interesting. Should we do Batsugan, right? Okay. Batsugan Tribute Boosted. I think these have been running okay for a while. Sound and everything's been dandy as candy from what I remember. I really like the BIOS screen and the splash screen for the Sega Saturn as well. Oh, how long have I got? I'm not gonna have too much. Maybe I might even end this in 5 minutes. Yeah, the boy I have to chill with the boys because my wife and my daughter want to watch a movie, you know, like girl time, and they actually watch some decent movies sometimes, man. Not always bad movies. Sometimes it's movies I would never be interested in. Or actually, talking of that, I'm watching a series on Netflix at the moment, and I'm liking it a lot. I think it's called Fool Me Once. It's very spooky. I recommend it, guys. Yeah, Fool Me Once. See if you can check that out. Right. Okay. I always end up picking this dude because he looks cool, but let's go with a first choice for now. So we're gonna go with Gino and the Skull Hornets. So yeah, this is a good shmup. Yeah, do you know what, guys? When I do like review my videos and watch them, I notice I say a lot, and I notice like some people say a lot more than others, and that's a habit I would love to completely and absolutely squash out. But you know what? Maybe at some point in the future. Right. Okay. Yeah. This. What a banging shmup. Seriously, guys. I think is it this version that's out for the Switch as well, which is very, very decent as well. But guys, this just feels really, really good. Like, I know I've said it in my recent videos when testing out Saturn cores, but man, playing games on the Saturn, it feels. I mean, you know, I don't know these games super well, but the experience is absolutely excellent. I don't know if they're arcade perfect or not, but man, they feel great, absolutely great. And I die just like I do in the arcade games as well. And it's all about the special fire. It just looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, so C's kind of the auto fire. Should have just held that rather than spamming that. Wow, this is fun, guys. Like, try this out. It's running well. And I'm just moving my head to the right to look at my sound levels. Just to make sure everything's okay, but the sound kind of feels okay on this as well. Remember the sound kind of went. Do you remember when we were having a look at the Saturn Core and we were getting like, we'd get the background music, but what we wouldn't get was like the effects, or the background music would go and we just end up with just some effects. So okay, awesome. I mean, oh wow, look how big that boss is. Awesome. Might as well do the last one, right? How many bombs have I got? Got 2 more. Yeah, let's just fire them out, man. Awesome stuff. Yeah, definitely try this game out, guys. It's a great game. Right. Let's see what else is kind of worth trying. Have I wrote anything in notes? Okay, someone actually, have I got Croc here? No. Okay, no, I haven't. Okay, cool. All right. Someone mentioned. I remember someone mentioning Croc over on the Discord, but unless I've completely skipped it. Should we have a look at Fighters Megamix? Let's have a look at Fighters Megamix. It's a very, very interesting game, right? It's where you get, it can be a car. I don't think it's unlocked from the beginning, but you know, you can fight various characters from different Sega games. Now, I can't remember if this was already running at 60 FPS or not. Honestly, I can't remember. It's difficult to keep up and keep mental notes on everything. So let's go and try and start a game of this. Okay. Wicked. I've proceeded. Wow, there's quite a generous amount of characters at the beginning. I think I picked that character last time. That with the snake kind of viper helmet. Let's see. Okay, so let's. Is that Wolf? No, that's Loud. This is Wolf. Okay, Wolf from the VF game. So definitely go. Yeah, we're gonna go Nova Strom, man. Novice for life. Yeah, let's go very easy. That's what we want. Yeah, I'm not ashamed. Okay, do I? How do I start the game, man? Exit. Oh, okay, so maybe start was taking me there, but instead I had to press like the A button. Wow, okay. I don't think I've ever picked like a normal VF fighter. It's running. Yeah, it feels all right. It feels full speed. I remember like a follow-up to this. I think what I played on like the Dreamcast, and it was interesting. None of my friends at the time were into fighting games, so there was a period in my life where I've always been into fighting games, and they just weren't into them. So it kind of got boring playing the CPU. You know, as a kid, like out of my group of friends, I was the best at Street Fighter out of all of my group of friends. It's only when I got older I realized there was better people than me out there. You know, when I started playing some started playing some real competition. I mean, there was always better people than me in the arcade. I knew that, but amongst my group of friends, I was like, yeah, I'm the best Street Fighter player out there. Until I got humbled by this guy when I was a lot older in Capcom versus SNK 2, man. The guy OCV'd me. OCV, if you're unfamiliar with the term, in Capcom versus SNK 2, in ratio select, you can pick 1, 2, or 3 characters, right, and assign them ratio points. They generally you pick 2 ratio 1 characters and you have your anchor as a ratio 2 character. This guy OCV'd me, which means 1 character victory, and he took me out with Sakura. I mean, the guy's one of my best friends now, and I've learned a lot from fighting games from him. But man, that was a humble down, right? That definitely humbled me down. Let's see what else is there. So we can yeah, I'm just gonna go through some random stuff here, guys. Sorry, this may have been better as a live stream, but it would have taken longer. I wouldn't have been able to finish it as quick. Let's do one of the Street Fighter games, and I do that because I think on the Discord again, someone said Street Fighter Alpha 3 is working, and now it's been working for me, but I am on the single RAM version I'm using here is 2.8. And I think they were talking about that it's working on 2.5 now. So maybe one of the benefits of this particular update is you're getting compatibility for some games that were only compatible on a newer version of SD RAM, which is a possibility because the results for this they've been very, very different. You know, like there was a long time Castlevania Symphony of the Night wasn't working for me. Now that's a game that I love. I really, really wanted to play it. And when I say play it, I'm not going to sit in front of the TV and play it. I'll play it on handheld because you know what, guys, I suck, right? That's how I mainly play my games, for fun. But I wanted the game to work. I must have tried it, if not hundreds, if not thousands, sorry, definitely hundreds of times, right? I tried it out, and one day it just eventually just started working. I remember Video Game Esoterica, it was working for him, and the guy's really cool, man. He said to me, look, like, Pixel, if you want footage, I'll give you footage for it, but you know what, I declined. Like, we do share footage sometimes, we help each other out where we can. There's a few other people that help in the background as well, but you know what, with Castlevania Symphony of the Night, because I spent so much time testing it, I was like, dude, thank you, appreciate the offer, but you know what, this is just something that I need to capture for myself, man. And when it happened, I was super, super happy. And what was really weird, right, it would happen like a tiny little bit, like, so I'd have it would run, and then while testing it at some point, and then what would happen would be I'd go back to recreate that and it wouldn't work, and it was very, very frustrating. But now it works every single time. On my single RAM setup, on my dual RAM setup, just works every time flawlessly, amazingly. And you know, even the new version, even though I haven't completed it on that, it works really, really well. And I said this before, guys, don't sleep on the Android version. I've got like an Android handheld that I use to capture emulation footage sometimes. This is very light, it's very easy, and by the time I capture footage on it, you can't tell the difference between that and, for example, if I capture RetroArch on my PC. You know, once it's captured, it's captured. But this is running good, guys. This is, oh, kind of thinking like Street Fighter 6 stuff here. Let's see if I can okay. I was going to try and do a super move on the pad, but guys, Alpha's looking good. It's probably got like some different modes in here, and that's one of the reasons. So generally, I like playing the arcade versions. We've got the arcade cores for games like Alpha, you know, Alpha 3 on CPS2. But what makes, when you're playing this stuff one player, I definitely prefer the console. What's his crossover in this? Is it medium kick? Or is it hard punch from the back? I can't remember. Yeah, so on the home versions, sometimes you've got extra modes. I remember the World Tour mode being really, really good. Let me see if I really want to see if I can. Okay, I can do it. But not through a 5, alright? It's not that invincible. Okay, let's finish this. Okay, cool. Right, Alpha 3 is working, but I am, like I said, on a newer version of RAM. But it is, if you're on an older version of SD RAM and it wasn't working for you, maybe give it a shot now. Okay, what time? Oh, wow, we're on 23 minutes already. It's not going to be as long as some of the other ones. But man, awesome, absolutely awesome. Like SRG 320 is awesome. The guys on the Discord are awesome, supplying it over there. Just absolutely brilliant, right? So it's nice to see this stuff and an update. So we got an update on the 10th. This is the update on the 13th. Like, amazing times, man, good times. So hopefully we'll keep getting updates, but this course just matured, man. And guys, try it out. Like, it's so far along, you've just got to try it. It's like the N64 one. N64 core is amazing. So hopefully I can play Special Criminal, but guys, I love this game in the arcade. I mentioned a while ago, so like 2 weekends ago on a Sunday, right, I took my kids to an arcade. It's a bowling alley called Rowan's in Finsbury Park. It's where I used to go as a kid to play arcade games, one of the venues. It was a big venue, had loads of arcade games. I used to play Special Criminal Investigation there. I loved it. My boys love it now because they're playing stuff like the Rabbids game. They've got a Tomb Raider a light gun shooter. They've got like Time Crisis. I think, is it 3? They've got a Time Crisis game there, and it's really, really good. And I don't mind going there as well. I mean, for me, like, it hasn't got like the proper old games. It's got an emulated version of Street Fighter on an LCD screen. That's not quite the same. Where's the fire button, right? Ah, here we go. Okay, so you kind of have to play this with your fingers, really. Yeah, love the speech on this. I am in high gear. Okay, there is low. Right. Okay, just kind of getting my bearings. Guys, this is a really good version of the game. Now, I remember previously when I tried this, there may have been some graphical glitches, but this is kind of looking all right to me, guys. Ah, look at that. Oh man, like I remember this game, man. Just loved it. Absolutely loved it. Right, and then you get like a helicopter come down, it gives you a bazooka. But guys, this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be the last game, man. So yeah, the Saturn Core is updated, guys. Check it out. Seriously, seriously good stuff. Why can't I? Okay, did I have limited bullets? I can't even remember. Right, let me boost up and get this guy, right? You know what I really used to like? Once you actually complete the level, the way you take the criminal out, right? And I think the first one is on the floor, and you've got, oh, have I got that? Look at that, the bazooka from the helicopter. Awesome stuff. Have I got him? Yeah, I got him. Right, look at the little kind of like the picture here, if I remember correctly. Look at that. That is just brilliant. That's definitely thumbnail worthy, right? Okay, guys, you know what? I'm going to call this a wrap now, man. I've got a couple of bits to do. I wanted to get this video out there because, you know, SRG 320 is out there working hard, and he's bringing us these cores. And you know what? All I got to do is play a game and make a video, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscription, I like all that good stuff. Super appreciated. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.